Hello everyone, just following up from that last forecast vlog last night. It's now the 25th of June, approximately approaching 3 p.m. soon. And I'm anticipating potential thunderstorms later this evening and overnight. There's a lot of hype, there's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of attention. People are expecting a great show. We still have a great forecast out from net weather and from convective weather. Currently waiting on Taro to update this evening with new information. And at the moment I can't really jump to any locations, go out chasing. I can't choose a target area as such because the forecast is still unclear. Things are looking good at the moment anyway inland. The sun, I'm in Cookstown here, the sun is shining, it's very hot, it's a perfect day, you can feel the humidity in the air. Temperatures are peaking over 23 degrees, 25 degrees I think, and later on it's possible some places could get 26, 27 degrees. I was just doing a quick check of the charts there again. GFS, Lightning Wizard models and other models are showing quite high cape in the Midlands and West and Northwest this evening and overnight. Surface-based cape values between 1000 and 1600, and an index, lifted index of -7, which is probably overcooking it quite a bit. But those are severe parameters. That's enough for severe thunderstorms right there. Tap into that, you have over 30 knots of deep layer shear, potentially more. And you have very strongly organised thunderstorms, certainly multi-cell thunderstorms and lines of storms with the potential for even 1 or 2 supercell storms. The forecast is still valid for hailstones in the range of 2 centimeters to 4 centimeters in diameter. These storms will definitely be elevated tonight for much of the country, and if they do form, they will produce prolific lightning. Very prolific lightning. These type of lightning displays are very dangerous because the bases are so high in the atmosphere. We're talking, the aviation forecast was out there this morning, and they were talking about CB bases in the range of 3,000 to 6,000 feet. So that's quite a distance for a lightning bolt to come down to the ground. So very dangerous lightning, very frequent lightning, the kind of lightning that does destruction to property, power supplies, to people, and certainly to livestock outdoors, to sheep and cows, cat or horses, etc. So hopefully people are aware of that. That's if it even happens, of course. At the moment I'm still trying to figure out a game plan. A lot of people are doing a lot of talk online, doing a lot of checking the models, we're discussing all angles. There's a lot of conflicts between television forecasts and various models, so we're still unclear what to do. The television seems keen on the storms coming right up the Midlands and Northern Ireland this evening and overnight, especially around the east and Midlands and Lough Neagh and moving north. They've been keen on an idea for the last 24 hours actually, and still are. However, GFS and the other models are keen on the west this evening, west and northwest, with very strong cape. It seems to be a focus point with convergence and wind shear. And of course to the east later on the night and earlier in the morning with a possible MCS coming up the Irish Sea, clipping the area, moving into Northern Ireland too. So definitely several angles to keep an eye on here. At the moment I'm focusing on the west and Midlands. I'm contemplating heading west this evening if things fire, possibly into the Tyrone, Fermanagh, if needs be, hit Sligo again, then move north maybe into the higher ground of Donegal or the north coast of Northern Ireland to look for lightning, but that's just a guess at the moment. It's just a basic plan. It all depends how the synoptics pan out and if anything fires at all. Temperatures are definitely very hot here, so it is promising. It's been blue skies all day. It's starting to get a little bit more hazier now, just a little bit, but this shouldn't be a problem. So yeah, a very exciting forecast, and unsure of where I'm going just yet, but I'll figure it out later. There are storms. This morning across Northern Ireland, 6 o'clock in the morning onwards, there was a line of elevated thunderstorms crossing Coleraine off the north coast, heading towards Rathlin Island and over Scotland. They went on for hours producing lightning. There's more storms been building the last hour or so off the northwest coast on a massive line. There are red cores on the radar and frequent lightning. This seems to be in response to the southeastward moving shortwave trough, which is coming in and adding lift and bringing cooler upper air into the atmosphere. So that's engaging and causing elevated thunderstorms off the northwest coast. Those storms seem to be back building at the moment, with daughter cells getting closer and closer to land, to the Donegal landmass. And I would speculate that that line will continue to grow further southwest over the western seaboard and over land, and those could be the setup for our thunderstorms this evening with a bit of luck. So just patiently waiting to see what happens. I'm not expecting to see much structure in this case, but I am hoping for lightning. So we'll see how it goes, but that's the update anyway at the minute. I may do a vlog today if I get a chance if I'm on the road, and see how it just pans out. Okay.
Okay, now it's late evening and developments are happening. It's been a long day. It's a slow burn waiting for formation. But if you look in the sky here from Cookstown, I pan the camera around. You see these towers. These are at the mid-levels of the atmosphere. This is the mid-levels, the elevated layer. This is where tonight storms may actually propagate from. These type of clouds are called altocumulus castellanus or castellanus. These are mid-level towers or castles in the sky. Sometimes people refer to them as castles or castle turrets. You can see these little turrets sticking up here above the mid-level bases. They're really small, but they're very high altitude. And it's these growing cumulus clouds, these small towers, which eventually will grow into really big towering cumulus and into cumulonimbus later on. If all goes to plan, we should have thunderstorms tonight somewhere in the country. And these type of clouds here are a visual indication of atmospheric instability at the mid-levels of the atmosphere. This is coming from the south-southeast direction, which is out here. Flow's coming right up as it moves north, and we're hoping it'll destabilize further. We've very strong shear aloft, so if storms do form, they will be organised. It looks like it's going to be a late night, so I can see them actually quite away in the distance there, even as far as the eye can see, spaced out, so anyone needs to pop later on. Well everyone, a quick update here. I'm on the road. It's 10:32. It's been a quiet day. Caps held a lot of the surface-based action back. Nothing's happened on land. Some showers are forming here late at night, but there's a bunch of storms coming up the Irish Sea. Huge storms crossing France over the English Channel, clipping the south west of England. Those are going up the Irish Sea. There's a storm passing the Isle of Man moving north. It was tricky trying to figure out what to do, so I've decided to take a gamble and head up to the north coast of Northern Ireland, especially the northeast section. Ballintoy, maybe work way around to Ballycastle, hoping to see these distant storms come up the Irish Sea later. Maybe a bit of luck. Driving through Port Rush now, and in the distance I can see towers far out over the sea coming up the skyline here, and I'm pretty sure that could be the towers from storms that were over Scotland earlier. Not a couple of hours ago, or less actually, there were 2 supercell thunderstorms over Scotland. Earlier today there was another one that produced hailstone size of golf balls, and I'm hoping these storms up the Irish Sea will survive and come up past the north-east coast to Scotland. And maybe we'll see lightning from those, and if they do come up, they too likely will turn into supercells as well. So it's a desperate attempt to try to see something cool. I'm not sure about inland, I don't trust it, but I'm going to stick to the coastal areas for the best view. Seems to be, I'm heading east now, there seems to be towers and updrafts away to the north. So if anything happens to the north, northeast, or even northwest, I should see them from the coast. I'm hooking up here with Nigel McFarland and Colleen Webb. We're rendezvousing at Macrocross Car Park here at, I'd say, Port Rush, and then we'll take it from there in our next move. So I'll catch you later. If anything happens, hopefully you'll see some cool images or something. But I'll catch you later. Yep, for sure.
That sounds like it's over there.
I think it's coming from that one. That one's closer. Yep, just got it. Video there. Whoa! That's double flash there. See that one?
Yep.
Okay, I'm starting to count this one now as 4.
What lead you on, Martin?
50mm at 1.8. There's another one. We're 5 already on this one.
I'm just going to get my phone set up to it.
Guys, we're seriously going to have to get around that coast a bit more in a while if that keeps coming up with that ore stuff later.
Get closer to it.
Because look at that flashing away. 6. That's flashing away.
They're high, Martin, isn't they?
Very high. That's a good storm. You saw when that crosses over the landmass to the left, we'll have a good view of it.
Yeah, I just...
Mm-hmm.
How do you think my camera's going? But I don't
Oh,
care.
double.
Double? What
9. Double flash. They're all inclined bolts way up the updraft. Very tall, high in the atmosphere. I'll text here.
This is going very good night, I think.
Another one. 10.
I love the color of it.
Oh. Okay, it's the following day after last night's night lighting shoot. I'm in hot pursuit of more storms breaking out now. I'm flanking the Oma Road here up on the mountain road, heading west, and the intention of heading northwest. Red cores broke out over West Tyrone. Big towers going up. Paul Martin says huge towers to the west of Oma. I've seen some big ones to the north of me over the Sperrins. So I'm just going to go out here and get a visual on these. You can see the anvil forming straight ahead here. Right in front of me, big updraft to the upper left. To the right of that there's an anvil starting to form. Looks like it could be big thunderstorms today. They are elevated, but there could be significant precipitation and hailstones from the sand lightning. So I'm going to see where this takes me. I'm literally driving on a whim here. That's the anvil dead ahead. Huge updraft. Way to the left out of frame this GoPro, there's enormous updrafts going up. Really solid updrafts. That looks to be away to the west of Oma. I think that's the ones Paul was talking about. They're moving northwest, you see, so fairly swiftly, so I need to make ground here. I remember this area well. Beautiful countryside around here. I remember a big gorse fire here years ago. Yeah, look at that anvil going out. I reckon there's going to be a big storm today, that's for sure. Huge anvil. Actually, it's extending way above the frame of the GoPro here. You can't see it. I'm gorgeous countryside here, honest to goodness. I'm away up the middle of the Sperrins on the Brow-Sheehan Road, the scenic part of Garching Glens on the mountains and valleys. Beautiful fields and trees and sheep, absolutely gorgeous. I can see the base of that cell to the west ahead of me, dark blue core on it. It's probably rumbling the thunder. I can't hear yet because I'm driving, but it looks the part. Huge anvil ahead, yeah, that's a big cell. 40 knot shear overlaps this instability this evening to the northwest, west, and maybe north. Could be very strong organised thunderstorms, even though they are high based. But I'm in the right area here, anyway, so okay, in the middle of the Sperrins, we've got a tremendous black base in this storm crossing in front of me here. It's away in this to the trees to the right. You can't see it yet. I'm afraid I'm going to lose it getting through these dips. That looks mean as hell. The black base, pure scud, just scraping across the mountains. I really need a good vantage point to get out of this valley. That looks mean. I don't know if you can see it there. It's nasty looking. I'm Garching, not far from the Garching Glens here. Look at this sky, this base. This is brutal looking. If there's ever a chance of falling some tornado, which is under there right now. Of course, there's a lorry in the road. Let's see. I'm now heading straight west. Storms are moving northwest. I want to get closer to that base, see what it's like. I haven't had any photos taken today yet, so we'll see. I wasn't expecting anything photogenic, but I'm liking the way the sky's shaping up. Yep, scud hanging from that base is nasty looking. Scraping the mountains there. That is nasty. Precip core has that blue, dark blue thundery look to it. Very warm and humid. Nice to get an open view somewhere so I can get a shot of this, but it's quite difficult in this terrain here. I can see it there, dead ahead. Horseshoe Vortex. Horseshoe Vortex over the trees above me. Of course there's a tractor in the way. Horseshoe Vortex right in front of me here, above the trees. Horseshoe Vortex. Haven't seen one of these in years. In fact, this is the only second time I've seen one in my life. I need to get a shot here and pull over. I think it's getting covered in the cloud here anyway. It is. Yeah, that was a Horseshoe Vortex there. I might have it in the GoPro, but the field's too wide. Black base visible, due west. Actually looks like a high base funnel. The Horseshoe Vortex is like a funnel now. 100%. I'm wondering, is that actually a very high base funnel? Still see it there. I'm going to pull over here. I think it's going to be gone by the time it gets stopped. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that was definitely a vortex there for sure. No doubt about it. Still going there, still going up there. You can see the shape of it. That's going on for quite a while there. Unbelievable. I wish I had got some images of that. Still going. Yeah, little vortex up there, high up. You see the base of the storm now. Yeah, this is my storm here now. That's the base. I'm extreme wide angle here with the full frame. That's the rain-free base. Horseshoe Vortex appeared on up on the flank of that. Hearing thunder rumble in the distance here to the right. Storm's moving that direction. Loving that base, mean as hell. Literally pulled over on the side of the road here. Some trip over the most scenic ground I've ever seen. Looks to be a nice storm. Gotta get a few more images here. Thunder rumbling away in the distance there. That base is looking well. Yeah, that rain curtain looks serious, very, very dense. Like a big curtains of looks like a hailstone dropping out of it. It's coming my way and to the right at the same time. I might just get ahead of it here. Move on and see what happens. Currently on a storm in the middle of the Sperrins. High precipitation storm. Camera rolling time lapse. I already had to pull over the side of the road here. Middle of nowhere. 5D time lapsing. Hearing thunder rumbling away here. Very nice cell. Definitely surface based at the minute, which is good. Look at that updraft. Oh, that's the plume up here, up there. That's the top of the cell. All the way down to this base here. It's forming a bit of a shelf there in the middle. Or is it? Looks quite rounded. All the way back here. Come on, focus. Nice structure there. Actually, that looks quite rounded. Gotta check. Okay, we've had significant lowering in a storm. It's ingesting a lot of inflow into the base there. I actually believe that this is a wall cloud forming. It's leaning down towards the precip at the back there. Fairly moving to the right. Very interesting structure indeed. I'm at. You'll see it on the radar, Nigel. It's to the northwest, west or northwest. Big cell. I can see class updraft base right now. It definitely sheared and everything. I'll tell you where I'm at now. Donamana, D-O-N-E. I've been tracking the whole way up to Sperrins the entire time. Just pulled over here beside the field. There's a tractor working here. It's the only good view you get. There's the updraft base. It's actually starting to come out, flow dominant now, a big gust front on it. Rumbling away high up on the updraft. Up here unseen, there's the lightning. That was a nice storm. Just got pulled in there to that nice field there the farmer's working on. Got the 5D setup, shot a time lapse of that core and gust front area moving off in the distance of the nice grass. Really warm and humid. There's another core forming here on top of me now, a young cell. So I'm heading north. These cells are heading northwest. This one seems to have passed its best, but I'm going to keep an eye on that base anyway. More updrafts up ahead, the one forming behind me, so I'm going to try to stay in the countryside, keep things in view. Big updraft going up right beside me here. That's a massive updraft. Gigantic. Under another storm here, I'm way outside Dungiven. Just on the way back, I put another storm time lapse in this lovely base. I'm seeing a lot of rotation here. This area here is rotating. This area here is rotating under the elevated updraft base. Twirling around and twirling around. I'm about to get rained on here. 3 rumbles just cracked there in the last minute. This area is rotating good here, rolling over the top of itself. There's the rain starting to fall now. It's coming from the actual updraft tower, high up in the atmosphere, really high up inside the updraft. There's the rain on. I have to stop this time lapse. There's a lot of rotation going on here in the sky. Rain's too heavy to stand out in. We've got hailstones in this storm. Yeah, just out time lapse in the back end of the storm now. Starting to get an idea of the structure. Thunder rumbling up here in this core. Sun's breaking out. Updraft high overhead on the scene. Still rumbling. Part of the whale's mouth structure here. Another updraft base feeding in here. Coming up here, coming visible is the updraft. A lot of motion going on in here. DSLR time lapse in the way. The battery's now getting low in this 5D Mark IV. outside Fore Glen. I'm heading back towards Glen Sheen direction. Another massive cell coming in here with dark cores, probably another storm. If so, this is the third storm of the day. Big cell there to my right, not in the frame, way to my right here. Good base to it, a lot of scud rising up into it. Ahead, in front of the GoPro, here's another base in the distance. Looks like an interesting area. I'd like to get pulled over to get an eye on this. Look at this for a storm. Right on the road between Belfast and Derry, outside Dungiven. Big updrafts just exploding up. Thunder booming up high in the updrafts here, exploding upwards, crossing over the main road here. Fantastic looking.